What is up, folks? Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back to Acura Honda Classic and another episode on William Phoenix Yellow Integra Type-R. On the last episode, you saw Brian repair all the damages on the underbody kit and also painted everything, including the brand new bumper and the rear bumper. And today's episode, we want to take the opportunity while the bumper is off to install the OEM fog light kit. Before we get started, let's take a look at what we have in the kit. So let's take a look at the OEM fog light kit. First thing we see is obviously the stickers with the part numbers. But once we open the box, it does appear that it comes with a pretty thorough instruction. Going back, beautiful fog lights. These are actually glass. They're not the plastic like the headlight, which I like. So we obviously have two fog lights, one for the left side and one for the passenger side, right over here. As we open up the box and keep looking, we should have two harnesses. So yep, two harnesses. One harness would go inside the cabin, and looks like this harness would go under the hood right behind the bumper covers and to the fog lights. And along with that, obviously come with an original fog light switch and the brackets to mount the fog lamps and a bunch of tie straps and hardware. So without further ado, let's jump right into the interior and get the harness in, and then we'll go ahead and send the bumper out to Brian so he can help us trim the portion that we need to mount the fog light. Then we're gonna mount the harness and get a fog light on the bumper. So the first thing we're gonna do is to get the harness in the vehicle. Let's take a look at the harness. So over here you see this brown connector. It is actually for a relay that came with the fog light kit, and this is just a body ground, pretty straightforward. It does come with an inline fuse here, and also this wire we're gonna have to tap onto the headlight switch because that's how to get the signal. Moving forward, we have this 1-pin connector. This is where we get the power from the fuse box. And last but not least, this longer wire harness here, we have to run from right here all the way through the console on this particular spot here for the fog light switch. So first thing we're gonna do now is to remove the under dash panel here, along with the steering covers, also the entire center console here, so we can run the harness right underneath there. Everything's already taken apart underneath here. So the first thing we're gonna do is to mount the relay that comes with the fog light kit to the harness, and we're actually gonna bolt it right over here with the main relay, and along with that is we're gonna go ahead and put the ground cable right over here, but we're gonna replace this bolt with a new bolt, which is a ground bolt right over here. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna tap this harness onto the headlight switch so we get the signal. Then we're gonna run the rest of this harness along the side here into the console for the fog light switch on the console. So the interior harness is all done. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put everything back together, and then we're gonna work on mounting the fog lights. So here's the center console. As you can see, you have 4 different slots, but the slot for the original fog light switch should go right over here. Whoa, the interior harness went in really smooth. That's only 2 other things we have to do before the job is all finished. The first thing is to run the harness for the fog lights. The second thing is actually mount the fog lights toward the outer edge of the front bumper grill. But in order for us to do that, the bumper actually needs to be trimmed. The good thing is Brian actually just finished painting the bumper, and he actually going to take care, trim the bumper. Brian, to you now.
All right, thanks, Mike. Now we're gonna go ahead and get started on the bumper. We got it all painted, but check out how sweet that looks inside. I mean, it is so nice and so clean, and it is ready to go. So we do these all the time, so we know exactly what we're gonna be doing, but it can be kind of confusing sometimes when you got the directions, so we're gonna spell it all out for you here. The template, the kit comes with a template, and if you're printing it offline, make sure you print it in actual size, or else these will be too small and you're gonna cut incorrectly. So we've already got these cut out. You got a lower template and an upper. And all we're gonna do right here is we're gonna line it up with the edge, okay, like that. We're gonna line that one up, and you can line it up using, there's like a little cutout right there. And then the top one, we have tape on the bottom one as well. Fold on the dotted line. All right, if you pass first grade, you'd be able to do this. All right, and line that up right there, like so, and wrap it around. Okay, so first things that we're gonna do is we are going to actually draw on the line, and it's gonna show us where to cut out. Marker. 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 Thank you. Now, you want to use a felt tip pen, something that's somewhat black so you can see it doesn't leave lines. And what you're going to do is just go along that edge. You're not going to see this, so don't worry, but you don't want to use silver or anything like that. And then you're going to go along that edge, and then that edge, and then down. Really simple. All right. Next, you're gonna take a hole punch, a center punch. Thank you. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna leave a little mark right in the middle of this circle right here. Okay? And we're gonna use that later. Now we have one more template to do, and this is template B, and this actually comes cut out already in your kit. And you're gonna put it on the inside fin, not the outside, the inside fin, like so. And what you're gonna do with this one is you're gonna hold it and just trace it all along the edge, okay? So effectively what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be cutting out this area. Now before we do that, we need to drill a hole. Now the instructions call for 10 millimeter. Now you need to use the right size bit. So we have a millimeter chart here, also has standard and other measurements. You take your drill bit, find the hole right here. It's the correct hole, okay? And then we know this one is the correct one. Now the reason why we're using this is that we can stick our hole saw through it, and it's gonna help with our cut. So we're gonna come in here, and you can actually look at that little hole mark that's been made, and you can actually probably see the lines that we made as well. We're gonna cut on these lines with a air saw, and it's gonna go through them like butter with a knife.
If you don't have template, we're gonna raffle these off.
That's right, boy. You don't have a printer. That's
yeah,
right.
We're gonna raffle these. $10 a spot. We'll get you your OEM template.
That's right. That's right. Now I'm gonna use precision accuracy to get this drill bit through the plastic. Bam, what a hole. And there you have it. We got one side all cut out, and now we're gonna show you that any of the technicians here can do the same job. So Mel's gonna handle the other side just a little bit quicker. Mel over here has got it all cut out. Now we have this file, and what we're gonna do, you see Mel doing right here is he's just cleaning out all the edges, making them smooth. Sometimes the air file will leave it a little bit rough, and these are the finishing touches that we need before we can hand it back to Mike. So it looks like our job is done here. From here, we're gonna pass it back to Mike, and Mike's gonna go ahead and run the fog light harness in here in the car and do all the mounting, and I think he's good to go. So get started to work, Mike.
Thanks, Brian. The only thing we have to do now is to mount this bracket and get the fog light mounted. spark lights are in. The last thing we have to do is just the harness. But this is a pretty simple harness. All you have is 2 connectors, 1 for each fog light, and all we have here is a body ground and a power supply. Just like that, it is all done. On the next episode, Brian and I will be putting everything back together, and we can't wait to see the result, and we want you to join us. Hope you like the videos, and make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. We hope to see you guys on the next one.